with a drink in my hand and some good green lube. Feathers and fire, that's how I roll. A stone little stream and a digital soul. Hackle spinning, I'm lost in the flow. Whiskey gets warm, but the tide's starting to glow. Tip from an old pro stuck in my head: fish don't care if you're sober or red. Fish don't care if you're sober or red. Viewers asking if the pattern's legit. I say if it floats and fools, then it's a hit. Feathers and fire and a slow sipping song, drifting like smoke, just floating along. High on the thread and the rise of the stream, chasing the trout in the laid-back dream. Viewers asking if the pattern's legit. I say if it floats and fools, then it's a hit. Someday I'll pack up, head for the creek with a box full of bugs and no need to speak. But tonight I'm just vibing, chilling online. Time flies, living, feeling just fine. But someday I'll pack up, head for the creek with a box full of bugs and no need to speak. But tonight I'm just vibing, chilling online. Time flies, living, feeling just fine. Time flies, living, feeling just fine. Yeah, I'm time flies, live on this late night tube with a drink in my hand and some good green lube. Feathers and fire, that's how I roll. A stone little stream and a digital soul. Got a vice on the table, bourbon in my glass, feathers and thread, just letting time pass. Cameras rolling, I'm live once again, tying up dreams with a joint in the wind. Chat's lighting up, what's that fly called? I shrug and smile, hell, I just make them all. Feathers and fire and a slow sipping song, drifting like smoke, just floating along. High on the thread and the rise of the stream, chasing the trout in the laid-back dream. Hackles spinning, I'm lost in the flow. Whiskey gets warm, but the tide's starting to glow. Tip from an old pro stuck in my head: fish don't care if you're sober or red. Viewers asking if the pattern's legit. I say if it floats and folds, then it's a hit. Feathers and fire and a slow sipping song, drifting like smoke, just floating along. High on the thread and the rise of the stream, chasing the trout in the lake.
Hey, what's up, long riders? How's it going?
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to another live tie.
Move Daisy over a little bit. You guys can't really see her. Yeah, I think you can see her now. If you guys are here, say hello. I'm mending the chat here. And the music.
All right, you guys. So, tonight, we have, this is new. We're making this up as we go. So this is going to be called Tuesday Ties. It'll have its own playlist. And on the Tuesday Ties for the next couple of weeks, we're going to be working on Euro nymphs. Now, today, we're using the jig hooks sent to us to try out from Glasswater Angling. And you go check that out. Just check out Glasswater Angling on, and it's lead-free fishing.
Definitely look them up. Real cool guys.
Yep. His name is Crappie Hippie, the guy that does it, and he's pretty cool. You go check out his podcast. If you guys listen to podcast at Fish Nerds, go check it out. Really cool. So I got home and they sent me some free hooks. So the whole thing is, I've been showing you all your nymphs have been tungsten beads, and they're heavy. These are, since they're lead free, I forget they are something that the water won't, hurt them or whatever. So they're meant to fish, any state, I think they're aluminum. Because aluminum doesn't affect the water, something, I forget what they're made out of. But they're light. Way, 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 way lighter than copper beads, or they're way lighter. But they're all like you would get if you ordered them from a bass fishing place, you have to change them. They're all silver.
Right on.
So, what's up? My little kitty, the Ripple's here. Daisy, our editor, and Sunshine. She just gets stubborn. She's going through it. She's only not been with us a year. She's not even been with us how many months? Couple months.
Since January.
Since January, yeah. So she's still getting used to us, the scene, what's going on. So she don't understand what this is or what this means. Like, she literally sits there and says she wants to go out. And I'm like, yeah, but she won't let Tracy get her, you know? Like, she bites at her.
She's really molten, and she really has
so it's like she don't
spiky
understand.
sticking out all over. Daisy does, too. I can really see them on Daisy, too. They're both really hardcore.
So the first thing we have for you is painting these things, okay? So...
Ripple.
Ripper's playing with the whole computer screen just went.
The whole system might crash out. It might be the kitty's fault, guys.
Alright, so I painted these in different colors. All it is basic, you know, your Sally Hensons, you know. So, you know, and here's where your 350 vise, or your full rotational vise comes in handy. Alright. So you just paint them black. And then I kind of let them rotate, you know. Oh, you know what? I didn't shoot the other part. I might have shot the other part. Let me see. Okay, you guys. I don't know if I... Let me see. I might have to show you here. I'm just painting these. There, I can show you. Alright, so here in a second, I'll show you how you can caught it. I have it hanging on the edge of like a plastic cup. You know, if you guys are from PA and you're a patient, it's on the edge of an Organic Remedies cup. The cap of a cup. I just hung it on there, turned the cap upside down, put it on top of the jar, and hung them from that cap to dry. Alright, so then I did these. This is the one we're using tonight. This is gold. So we're going to tie everything on the black. Now, since these, I'm going to use my tungsten bead ones with the brighter colors and all that. These I'm going to try and keep like a more natural, neutral, like not real bright, flashy. I like to use the point on your nymphing as a bright, something to get their attention, and the back to look a little more natural. And I know the black would look natural, but... And wait till you guys see this funky color. See? Michelle doesn't use... Tracy doesn't use any of these fingernail polishes because they're like... She don't like them, right? Like, I used the gold, that one I just showed you. I used the gold for like... she used the gold for like doing her tips. But she didn't use these, and this one here she definitely didn't use. So check this color out. Hold on. I'll show you the gold. So yeah, you just put these on the edge of any cup, glass cup.
Yepper.
And then you want to hang them so the eye, the hook here, you want to make sure that, right, hangs, tips the glass, so that touches the glass. So the bead doesn't, right? So try not to let them move too much to the side. I found if you let them move to the side a little bit, the side of this bead will touch the glass and then they'll stick. This stuff is a little anal, so you had to like let it partially dry and then put a second coat on. But guys, wait till you see this color. and this will be probably the next one. I don't know. We'll see what order I want them in. But now we use the gold. It's like a green, a real dark. What is it, like olive? What do you say?
Yeah.
It's like an
Yeah, I guess
olive,
so.
almost bluish olive or something. I don't know. But man, is it sparkly. So then you know, you see this, the eye of this is hooked. I'm going to show you here. If an eye that gets clogged with eye, just wait till they dry a little bit and just stick a hook in it like that to clear out the eye. So it's clear out before you go to the water, you know what I'm saying, guys? And then it's cleared out. Gotcha? So that's how you paint them. Okay, that's... Alright, now me and Tracy are going to do a dab. Don't you got one ready for us, don't you, honey?
Yep, we're doing put
Now we're gonna get to the tying part here pretty soon. Alright. Hope you guys like these. Make sure you guys comment. You guys have no idea how much it makes a big difference if you click like and comment. Just even click like. All just take a second. It makes a big difference how much our videos are put in front of other people.
Yes, please do. Don't forget to do that. Don't forget to comment.
Tell everybody about these live ties. We always have a drink in our hand, but it's getting late for us. You know, it's 10 o'clock at night for us. You know, won't be very long. Tracy's got, we all gotta get up and go, you know. Work in the morning, so. Okay, you go, baby.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah. Tracy, I said, Tracy, which one of these would you fish with? That's a hard decision, ain't it? I said, yeah, right? And we didn't get all the colors that she has, you know.
Need a little
We're
more.
gonna try not
heat,
to use her
guys.
best fingernail polish, your wife's best fingernail polish, right? When you paint these, but they all come unpainted, natural, right?
I need some more heat to that, darling.
Oh, it wasn't hot enough, baby.
No.
Sheesh. All right. I hope you guys are digging these live ties, man. Hopefully, I eventually have comments and questions about these, but
We did on the first one. I'm not sure where everybody is on the last couple, but they'll catch on eventually, I'm sure.
we'll eventually have these. I'm thinking what? 7 o'clock. Ain't that what we decided?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
For now, we'll stay with 10. Oh shit! I think you hit. Sorry, she always gets half of mine too.
It happens.
Oh, what are we hitting tonight?
That's Papaya Dawn number 4. Dry
Good stuff.
dry resin.
Man, if you are a medical patient, make sure you tie when you go fishing. You know what you do is you smoke when you first get there to the creek. Get laid back, it'll improve your fly fishing. Just to be mellow, because fly fishing's mellow. You know, bait fishermen are hyper. Run to the next one. You know, I had my rod out. You know, I'm maybe sitting there smoking a fatty or whatever, or you know, and my rod's out, my boots are on, I got everything ready to go to the water. I'm one of these bait fishermen. I wish I could find it. I did have an old video.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, I wish I could find it, because I never got to post it on a video, I don't think. These bait fishermen pull in and jump out of their truck and get their rods and rush down to the creek in front of me. I'm like, alrighty. So I just broke my rod down, laid it in the back seat, went to the next hole. I was like, whatever, dude. It's not that important to me. Apparently it's important to you. Oh, everybody, you must go. I decided I'd save it for Tracy's live channel because, I don't know, I just saved it for Tracy's channel tomorrow at 7:10. All right? I got a story to tell you how fly rod and the GoPro saved my life. I should do an animation video for that, you know. Story time on my
Yeah.
channel. Should do that. Maybe I will. Not everybody watches live, right?
Right. Good point.
And if AI don't produce the scenes very good, we'll always get another laugh out of it. Alright, you guys. We are now... Boom! Uh-oh. Alright, here we go. There's that silver... or gold. I told you I painted it. And you guys, once these stuff gets hard, it's hard, man. It ain't going anywhere. So, there you go. Alright, now... I'm going to tie in some real wood duck. It's a black and white version of the wood duck. I didn't know that we got some ginger that just naturally is ginger colored. I don't know how or why, but all my wood duck, I got real wood duck. It was given to me by my brother-in-law who's a tire. Oh, I forgot about that. Pops out of there, you know. Don't get upset and throw your stuff across the room or anything. You know, just put it back in, you know, like that. Put it back in. I forgot to cut it off, so you gotta cut that off. You don't want that up there around the bead. What'll happen is it'll wrap around that thing, get in your way of tying your fly on. All right, so then you go back. I always keep all these. I always wrap most of the feathers and materials up to the bead because I want to build a bulk body. You know, I want to build a little bit of a bulk for my body. Now, I want you to notice something. See where I stopped the thread? Okay, this is something I'm going to show you guys. You guys are going to learn tonight that nobody else is going to teach you, but I'm going to tonight. You guys ready? The reason I do that is a guy told me a long time ago. He says, tie it in a size 18. And I said, I can't do that. I have size 16. He goes, watch this. And what you do is you don't tie to the end of the hook. So I'm gonna let this, see, that's where the tail's gonna end. And I'm only gonna use where the thread wraps are. So it makes the fly smaller. It makes, instead of a size 16, it'll be 18 or 20. But you don't just don't use all the hook. You know, we don't know if the fish see the hook or not, but does it affect any other flies you tie? No. I kind of like doing this. I was listening to another tire talk about it. He says he kind of likes it because the hook sticks out longer. So when the fish barely grabs the tail on the fly, they still might get the hook. I was like, that's a good point. But anyway, so that's why these hooks were a little longer than I wanted them to be. But they were in a size, I think, 14. So they are in the size I want as a hook size, because that's the smallest one I have that Glasswater Angling makes. They all go 10. I think it's 14, 12, 10s, 8s, and then they got huge like 0.7 ones. Which are real big ones I'm going to use for white SOBs with different heads and different streamers with different heads. See, these won't sink very fast. These aren't very heavy. But as your dropper on a Euro rig, like I always use 2 flies on a Euro rig, always. Oh, you guys, sorry. I was talking. Let's back that up. See, I tied in a piece of flash. Back up here. A little back. There you guys. Now I'm going to tie in a piece of flash. Okay? Forgot to tell you that. That flash is really, really, really narrow. You're talking, it's almost hair. But the hook is so big, or the fly's got to be small enough that it won't be as bad as the other one I just tied, because that was size 16. Now this is any dubbing you want. I would try and keep the way I'm going to finish this fly. Even though it has a gold bead on it, we're going to go natural. So I would use like a brown. This I found tonight when I was going through all my dubbing. This is a natural blend that I made. It started out being the dubbing. I had made a lot of it. So what it was really is a dubbing, my own hand blend dubbing for Waltz's worm. After listening to Waltz talk, you know, of how he hand blends his own dubbings. So he says, even though I'm tying a Waltz's worm, I'll tell you, you can't tie the Waltz's worms that are in my box. He said, that's how the competitors, they could say, oh, I got Waltz's worms, but they'll all custom make their own dubbing. And I was like, really? He says, some fly dubbings, if you make custom dubbings, some of these dubbings will be deadly on, like Penn's Creek, but won't be nowhere good on white deer. But this one I custom made, it's like a rainbow. It's like a reddish, purple, bluish, but it's all UV dubbing. And it works really good for anything I use it for. So we're going to start this one. We're using this dubbing. And it's going to be pretty natural colors. You know, besides the gold bead, which you guys know, pheasant tails. The gold bead on a pheasant tail catches wild fish too. I mean, I caught a lot of wild fish on the bead head pheasant tail. Wild fish. Now you're going to rib it with that. Got me? You guys, this is going to be a deadly fly. Wait till you guys see when this is done. This is going to whop fish. Me and Tracy are going out tomorrow. She still fishes these. She fishes these off the bottom of strike Indy carrier. Deadly as hell. She wants me to go back to some of the classic flashbacks and tie her some of them. Because she's running out of them. I'll have to show you that one too. That's on here. Flashbacks are tied. Her classic flashback patterns are tied all on these kind of hooks, but we'll weight them. She likes hers heavily weighted. She only puts on one fly.
Yeah.
So these are, because so almost all of hers I tie heavy. I'm thinking about tying her some of her favorites though on these two, because they won't sink her. Oh, okay. All right, this is a Hungarian partridge feather, and we pull all the feathers back just to tie in. That little tip that I'm tying in there is really teeny. You're talking like 1/8 of an inch. That's all the left of the feather I tie in. And you guys will notice I leave that feather in. A lot of people cut them off. I don't know why. I never did, because I'm only tying. I'll pull it, and it'll only just be the feathers anyway. And I use it kind of as a beard. And I tie them in, and then just disappears. And with the thread wraps, kind of breaks it up. You'll see what I mean. So you tie the tip in first. And you kind of want to brush them back, and I'll show you how you wrap it. You wrap it hackle style. I only wrap it like once. Depends until I get to that webbing. Once I get to the webbing, I tie it off. Maybe you'll see that. I kind of make sure the feathers are facing back. You know what I'm saying? See that? I turn it, I'm spinning it so that feathers face back. You know what I'm saying? And I only get like, maybe a wrap and a quarter. And then I'll pull it forward and put one thread wrap behind it. You see me do that. And then I'll sneak a thread wrap, and you try not to trap any of these feathers down, right? And I pull everything back, and I'll put a couple of thread wraps to hold them back, right? So they're all held back, facing back toward the back of the hook, right? And then I come along with a whip finisher. I'm close. Don't even go anywhere because I'm not even close to done. And then you put a whip finish in. I usually use 2. Now this one, I usually use 2 because I don't like using head cement. But since we already used painted, you could almost cut it off before I put the 2 of them in. But I put 2 sets of whip finishes in, and that usually holds them all on. I don't like using head cement or dry flies because sometimes the thread wraps will actually hold float coating and help hold it up.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So if you put fingernail polish in, them thread wraps will not suck up. And you can see the little beard sticking up. That's the tip of the feather. And it don't matter if it's all crockly. You don't have to make it look perfect. People, if they, whatever. So he looks at your box and thinks, "Whoa, over there, you're gonna cut." That's the kind of people that you whip their butts on the water and they don't catch fish because everything has to look perfect. But guess what? Flies don't look perfect. I once said that the tails aren't the same length as everybody says by measuring it. Getting your proportions right first when you first tie is right, but if you're smart enough, you get over it. But I've had people try and get on my case. I've been tying for 10 years. Proportions matter. You're so dumb then. You're not paying attention to the water because if you pay attention to a nymph, the tails aren't what they say they are on a natural nymph. Just saying. But that was it. I think I'm done. I think I go back to the main. Yeah, that was it, you guys. You pull that back, and then you cut off. Oh, no, I didn't do that, did I? Hold on. Did I show you guys? Oh, I did, didn't I? I don't know if I showed you this. I don't know if I showed the cutting. Yeah, I do. So I pull it up like that, and I run the scissors down that vein of the feather, close to the feather, so I make sure I'm not cutting any of these hairs off. And I cut off. There you go. Okay. So, well, that's it, you guys. That thing. That's TRACYS. Where I tie your nymphs with them soft tackles, they catch fish, man.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of fish. And I'll drop them tomorrow night. I might do. We don't know. See, TRACY got to decide because tomorrow is the last day she gets to fish with me. Because I am
Not
off
the last
till.
day I get to fish with
No.
you.
Last day of the week. Like, she has to work Thursday and Friday. I'm off till May 1st because my doctor has me off till May 1st. I can barely use my right arm. How about it, honey? I can make a gallon of milk is it? And it's not pleasant. Tendonitis. So I go back on May 1st. The full duties. So she goes back with her client Thursdays. Tomorrow, TRACY gets picked. I could pick fish Thursday and Friday, urinymphing, when she don't like urinymphing. She don't. She dry droppers all the creeks. I'm going to get her into sight fishing now, where she could sit and watch, and I could cast to them like a dry fly and just watch the fish. I'm going to teach her all that, too. Yep, and tight lining. I'll get her doing that, too. So, you guys, we're going to do another dab. What are we doing this time?
We are doing that funny Pennsylvania dab.
Oh, yeah, it's a bunch of letters. I forget.
Cholulu or something.
Yeah, Chululu or Googlulu.
Yeah, that's what.
Something, I don't know. It's some strain. They don't tell you nothing else. It's all capitals, like it's abbreviated, but they don't tell you anything.
It's sour blueberry crossed with some kind of diesel.
Yeah.
And it's only a Pennsylvania strain, so you won't find it unless you're a Pennsylvania medical strain and you're smoking Prime Wellness.
Yep, it's only at Prime Wellness, PA. We looked it up on Google, and that's everything it said was PA. And it's like, PA announces new strain, and, it's Prime Wellness news, and all that. It's new.
Hey, Daisy's here still checking out our new play
You see
place.
Prime Wellness? Prime Wellness. By that.
You watch her, you'll see her climbing on upper ladders.
She likes to. It's like Donkey Kong. She likes to play with that. That's her. We got it for free because the person that had it before, her versions of Daisy, which is a cockatiel, didn't like it. So that's right. She didn't like it, did she? Daisy loves it. Daisy's been talking up a Storm Sunshine guy here and been just loving, like just wants constantly be outside.
Yeah, she likes it as long as you don't put her on her swing or put her anywhere near the food dishes. She's afraid of the food and water dishes that came with it.
You're up, baby doll.
Thank you.
So I'm glad you guys, if you're checking us out in the replay, which I'm... Is there anybody here besides you?
Nobody's commenting. There's just one viewer here. Which I guess is me.
I know. A lot of people were like, well, you know what? It's 10 o'clock. I have to work in the morning. I'm already in bed. Which is fine. You guys watch them in the replays, you know. But if you leave a comment and say, I want them at 7, or I want them at 8, well, that's what we'll do. You know,
Yeah, you gotta let us know, because we don't know. We're not mind readers.
Yeah. You guys tell us when you want shit, and that's when we're going to put it up, man.
Nobody tells us, so we're just guessing.
You could also tell us what kind of alcohol you want to see us try. What kind of drink? Making some drinks, you know.
Yeah.
See? Well, or maybe even a strain you want us to review. That'd be cool too. Whatever you want. Fly that you want us to cover? That would be really cool.
32 degrees here in Pennsylvania, guys.
Yeah. So I have this option, okay? So, you know, I was thinking this too, honey, and I didn't tell you earlier, right, babe? So, like, it says 25 tonight is low, right? Doesn't mean that's what temperature it's going to be when you get up, though. Do you ever see them mornings where it's like 25 at like 1 in the morning, but it starts to get really warm as the morning starts coming? It's like that. The jet stream changes or whatever, right? Is that what that is?
It's hard to say what it's going to
The other day it changed here, you guys. And I didn't know. She didn't talk much. It was like 1 in the morning. All of a sudden, 1 in the morning, I get woken up, and all of a sudden I hear this. Boom! And the whole house shakes. And I'm like, holy crap, it's a missile strike. Tracy said she got up. She'll wake up. A lot of times we won't even say anything to each other. Because if we start conversation, we'll never get back to sleep.
Right.
Like, we have a hard time going to sleep ever since we started dating 10 years ago. Me and Tracy still have a hard time getting to sleep. But Saturday night, we don't usually get to bed till the sun comes up Sunday morning. Because we could just literally hang out together, watch a movie, and talk, and be for hours. And just like the night it's gone. We just been like that ever since we started dating. We just never have run out of things to talk about. We're always like...
Right.
And now it's even more. We got a new bird, or Daisy's channel, or my channel, or... I got a great new idea for... this, Tuesday Ties. And I'm like, I'm going to start doing my videos every Friday, which don't forget, and every Tuesday. This will be a guarantee. So it'll be here every Tuesday. If this is too late, because we didn't get nobody here, which is kind of understandable because it's Tuesday at 10 o'clock at night,
Fridays are always going to tend to be later, because Fridays we do a lot of running around.
Fridays will always be 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock every Friday. We'll have a live tie, every Friday. And we're going to try and keep Tuesdays. I want to do it a separate day. Tuesdays nymphs and Fridays dry flies. Tuesdays nymphs, Fridays dry flies. Tuesdays nymphs, dry flies. Cool? I thought that was a really cool idea I came up with today. So, like I said, you got to let us know, or we'll just, we'll keep making them late. And you'll be like, man, I wish I could be there, but he makes them so late. Then you got to comment. Right on?
Yepper, please let us know.
Jamming, guys.
We are. It's all copyright-free music.
Oh, I took the ads out, but now there's nobody here. So I could have just left them in. If there's nobody shows up, I'm going to start putting the ads out. You'll be watching all these ads. Last time I had ads on Friday, there was so many people here. They were commenting, watching another ad, and I had to, wait till they came back. because they don't pause me. They just let me go on and on. People would miss part of the time video, so
Terrible.
I'm gonna treat them not. I don't know what I'm gonna monetize. Eventually it'll be this. See this? That's Russell's Guide Service. I keep wanting to start the business and something happens. COVID happened the first year I wanted to do it. I did open it. And so I have to redo my registered work number because I didn't make any money in I think it's been 4 years. In PA, you have to make money within 4 years, so they call it a hobby. And you have to redo your EIN number, which I don't have it registered under. I forget. We're going to turn it to fly fishing guide service. We were taking a ride around last year, right before archery season, and riding around. I said, as long as somebody got their own hunting license. I said I could get removable tree stands, lock them, go out and do surveillance, and put people in the mountains. You know, you can't be like fishing. You can't guarantee somebody's going to catch a fish. Now we very seldom, because of my 42 years of fly fishing experience. You know, we seldom get skunked, because I've got skunked and did this and didn't, and then I get skunked again and did this, and I finished off the day. So you want to know the best thing? I'll make it a video. I'm gonna start making more videos, instruction videos. I'm making these little videos. Plus, I think I'm gonna start making part of the live streams, time live streams, is commenting at the end of the live stream. So Fridays I'll probably have one, and I think I'll use a video I watched today, right, to comment how bad the situation was. I couldn't believe the dude actually made a YouTube video saying he was doing what he was doing. So I'm going to comment on that video, I think. I can use it for entertainment purposes, and I can just download the URL and put it on here, and boom, have it live. And I can comment on it, and man, I couldn't believe the dude said it.
I know, it was crazy.
We backed it up, and I said, he didn't just say what he said he did. I thought he did. Basically, what I'll talk about a little bit is he basically wanted to set it up so nobody else could get in and fish the hole. He's like, we block a hole off. So he put all his friends all the way around the hole so nobody could go to the hole and fish. He says, we do this, we call it, so I'll talk about it later, but that's what he does. He keeps people from fishing there, except for him and his friends. I was like, why would you tell people? Anyway, got to be there Friday so I can talk about it, because, man, I was like, what? You guys, and like, it's not always going to be bad. A lot of it's going to be bad, but I'll make once in a while, I'll watch a video, and I'll be like, really want to comment good things about it. Like, and once in a while, I'll throw Jensen's video up, comment on it. And yeah, I can't possibly get what Jensen's fly fishing I would have bad, but you know, the best thing for us to do, right, would be watch it. See, I don't know. I'll have to figure that one out. I can't. I was gonna say we watch it live, but I don't know if we could do that. I'll have to try that. All right. So anyway, you guys, thank you for being here on the first ever Tuesday's Ties. So we got
Thanks
Saturday-
for watching.
Saturdays are BBBs, booze, bugs, and buds. If we do them on Saturdays. Fridays, and that's never going to be a definite thing. But let me tell you again, every Friday at 11, we will be tying. And the live rules apply. And for you people that have one already, just bear with me. I got a lot going on. I'm creating this. I'm not going to too much because you probably heard this, but this is new. That's why I've been late. This OBS live software want to fight with me. My video software wants to fight with me. Like, everything is fighting with me because it's all new. The only way I can do, like I said before, is pause a video was to upload a new OBS. But it's totally different. Like nothing like what we had before. And I'll click something and it'll just throw me in full screen and there's no way I get out of it. Right? And a lot of times it doesn't want to shut down right and I have to restart the whole computer because it'll bring a screen up that doesn't want to close or just that. It's been fighting with me. So bear with us if we're a little late. But we are out of drink and we gotta go. So you guys, like I said, if you want to fly to the first cover, make sure you click the like. It helps us so much. And see you Friday at 11.
See you then.
No, I will see you tomorrow for how a fly rods, and GoPro saved my life. So make sure you're there. All right.
Peace.
Peace.